told the Santos Mexico one. She jumped the red and the day was dawn. I take a broken beat and put it up on the drum. Let all the people see the dead end done, the dead end done. I left the life cause I thought it was funny. You came along and you killed me, honey. With sex and drugs and rock and roll. You sent me early into my hole, into the soul. I kept a date with a girl called Death, cause I believe she's a woman after. I'm in my glory cause she played my song in a crash van car disaster. Yeah. She's waiting at Nicarapolis City with empty palate but still is pretty. A million moons and suns to shine. We found forever is a long, long time. It's a long time, baby, come on. So keep your eye on the road and your hands upon the wheel. So keep your eye on the road and your hands upon the wheel. If I could go on back to living, I wouldn't go on, even for women with sleepless nights and working days. But all them women, they'll be on their way. Come here, anyway. I kept a date with a girl called Death, cause I believe she's the one I'm after. I'm in my glory cause she played my song in a crash van car disaster. I kept a date with a girl called Death, cause I believe she's the one I'm after. I'm in my glory cause she played my song in a crash van car disaster. A girl called Death, cause I believe she's the one I'm after. I'm in my glory cause she played my song in a crash van car disaster. I kept the date with a girl called Death, cause I believe I'm in my glory. She played my song in a crash van car disaster. Maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one, maybe the next one, babe, maybe the next one. So keep your eye on the road and your hands upon the wheel.
Christmas is coming, big day.
Yo ho ho.
Yeah. What are you hoping for on the big day? Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be different.
Yeah. Well, we always stay in on Christmas Day anyway, so it'd just be like all of 2020 just crammed into one day. We have to stay in, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's great. I always enjoy Christmas.
Well, you've got
Recently.
2 kids, so it's probably the similar amount of anarchy as normal at Christmas.
yeah. When you've got kids, it's a whole different ball game, but you can kind of relive it through them, do you know what I mean? It's one thing about having kids, really. You've not really had your own child, finished having your childhood until you've got, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've had a couple and then you actually see it for, you
I'm
see it
still
for real.
enjoying my childhood.
But yes, yeah, Christmas, yeah. Fabulous. I think everyone should have one.
And what about these rules that we've been hearing about this week? How are you going to think about that? Are you going to stick to those? Are you going to break them? Are you going to adjust them?
I'm not going to break them.
The state has to be obeyed.
It does, yeah.
What about Christmas lists? Top of the list? What are you hoping for?
I guess a PS5. That'd be pretty
What's
sweet.
that?
It's between the PS4 and the PS6.
What's even a PS?
Christmas films. We all love a Christmas film, don't we?
No.
Favourite?
Well, everyone says It's a Wonderful Life, don't they?
Do they?
Well, usually when everyone says, because I can't think of any other ones unless they're kids' ones, but I like Bad Santa 1 and 2. I thought they're great.
What about Christmas singles? Is that a thing?
Well,
is that something maybe we should get rid of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a Scrooge, but I hate Christmas music, man.
In our household, the Phil Spector album is the equivalent of the Queen's Speech. And James Brown's Funky Christmas, that's a great album as well. I got it thinking it'd be really cheesy, but it's a really great album.
Well, Lucifer and Jesus took the night off and wound up at the 12 bar down in Old Denmark Street. They put money on the counter, said, hey, make the music louder. There's a girl up on that bandstand, we're both dying to meet. Standing tall and pale beneath the dim blue light was a girl behind a black veil with a Gretsch guitar. Her songs were torn and broken, her delivery region soaking, and after every song she dragged a Cuban cigar. Now JC said to Louis, get the hell out of my face. That knows I saw her first, so you best getting off her case. Lucifer went balmy, he raised his evil army. Holy war and shooting lead the universe to waste. Well, in the end, it all came down to just them two. Still a kicking and a gouging in that soul joint. Jesus fell defeated, so he pulled the blade and cheated. Ran that devil ragged to accelerate his point. After 666 on days stood and fell, she lit up that big cigar, hit a chord on that old guitar, pulled the 38 and blew both daddies back to hell.
Tell us a little bit about discovering music, or your first memories of music. When did you know about music?
Really, everyone's always really surprised when they hear about the kind of music that I play now. That my first big influence was Lemmy from Motorhead. I even started taking up double bass because Lemmy was cool and he played bass, and my fingers were too fat to play guitar, so I graduated up to a double bass, and I kind of got into rockabilly through that.
What about you, Adrian? What's your
The first stuff I really heard, my earliest childhood memories, when I was living in Brixton, Beachdale Road, and I used to hear the old sort of ska and calypso coming out of all the houses on the street. Yeah, well, it was then it was so early. Yeah, this is how old I am, folks. Yeah, I mean, it hadn't become reggae yet. It was still sort of really early ska, and it was kind of, and obviously that came out of calypso, and so you hear a lot of that sort of stuff in Brixton. This was like 1923. Later on, I mean, you go through your glam rock period, the sweet.
Do you?
The sweet. You do if you're born in 1923. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And what about inspiration, bands or artists?
There's a lot of weird kind of more obscure kind of bands around that I get inspired by. Urban Voodoo Machine is
fantastic.
A big one. That's one of the first times where I was at a gig and I was like, I'm feeling this.
And Daddy Longlegs, of course.
Yeah.
Done a couple of gigs with them at the Squires.
Another
It was
insane
great. Yeah. They're fantastic. Check them out if you haven't already, folks.
They have.
Yeah, they probably have.
The pandemic's over. All the music venues are open, and you can choose to play in any venue.
Probably 100 Club again.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I like that.
I fancy the Star Club in Hamburg.
In Hamburg?
In Hamburg, that's where the
one.
Beatles kind of became a good group, a great band. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the rockers played there as well. Little Richard and Gene Vincent, and there's a famous live album by Jerry Lee Lewis that recorded at the Star Club in Hamburg. So that'd have been great to play a place like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you could go back the next night and watch anybody play,
Ramones. Ramones. Yeah.
I saw them at the bowl actually.
Did you?
Supporting you too, yeah.
What?
Talking about Star Club, it would be good. It would have been good to see the Beatles pre-fame, you know, because they're supposed to. According to John Lennon, that was like. They reckon they were a fantastic group then. He reckon they kind of, as soon as they started making records, they'd kind of sold out. I'd like to have seen Elvis at the Pan Pacific Auditorium in October 1957. That first night at the Pan Pacific Auditorium, that would have been a great gig.
Yeah.
To see.
That
Probably the
sounds like a
last time
good one.
Elvis was really Elvis.
Okay, and finally, we've talked about a few bands that played at Squad, Daddy Longlegs being one of them. Favourite memory?
Probably the first time we supported Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, I was nice and pissed by the time Daddy Longlegs themselves came on, and it was just like perfect. Yeah, the stars aligned.
The first proper gig we ever did, first proper show we ever did was at Squires, and it was supporting Paul Young. Pete Burridge was working there at the time. He called us up out of the blue saying, "Oh, do you want to? You know, I heard you've got a rockabilly band together." We'd only been going 2 weeks. He said, "Do you want to support Paul Young?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, okay, yeah, great. Who's Paul Young?" He said, "You know who Paul Young is? Paul Young, Paul Young. Wherever I lay my hat." So that Paul Young. What do you mean? Us supporting? What's that? What have we got to do with each other?
Yeah.
Yes, we've had many a fabulous evening at the Squires, and you will too if you go when it opens again.
Just the West Coast. Never knew how much I loved you. Never knew how much I cared. When I get my fingers around you, babe, I get a feeling I could hardly bear. So give me some reefer. In the morning, reefer morning, noon and night. Reefer! Make it sizzle, come on baby, fire my light. Everybody likes a reefer, that is the one thing you better know. Reefer ain't such a very new thing, now reefer started long ago. Street kid gets arrested, he's gonna do more time. He'll be out 3 years from now just to commit more crime. And a businessman gets caught. He's got 24 kilos. He's out of jail and he's out on bail. I guess that's the way it goes. So sing the song now. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Don't you call me, baby. Don't you text me when it's midnight hour. You're on the rock again. Then the sun comes up, and as the hour falls. But when you do crack, baby, you don't wanna buy. Baby, you wanna do crack, baby. You wanna do crack, baby.
Thanks for coming down tonight, chaps. Really enjoyed the session, and hope you enjoyed playing for us.
We have, yeah. Got there in the end, I think. Sort of.
And we look forward to putting this out on the old YouTube. So.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing it. Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
And cue applause.